exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here in the Water Juice channel, and welcome to part number 2 of our picking defensive and offensive all-time cores with just $12. Now, this episode is going up because there is no college football to talk about, well, at least not in terms of Ohio State. And since the Patriots are on a bye week, next week's going to be a little bit crazy, a little bit shaken up. So I figured we might as well drop this today. So let's get straight into it. The stuff will be right here, as always, in this general area right about now. There we go. It's up there. And now we can talk about the defensive core of all time, $12. Pick our different positions. We got D tackle, we got defensive end, we got linebacker, and we got a defensive back. $5, $4, $3, $2, $1. You guys know how it works. So I've put together a couple different combinations, but I think this one is probably my favorite. So let's get straight into it with defensive tackle. Now, there's a lot of good options. You got Mean Joe Green for $5. You can start off really hot, like I did with the offensive core, getting Tom Brady with $5. But I'm going to actually save a little bit of money here, and I'm going to go with $3 and get Aaron Donald, arguably the greatest defensive player of all time. Definitely the greatest defensive player of our generation. Aaron Donald is a freak of nature. He gets double teamed and still wins those double teams. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. All these guys are first ballot Hall of Famers, if not already in the Hall of Fame, because it's an all-time list. And there was a lot of good options here. I could have went with Merlin Olsen. I could have went with Mean Joe Green. I could have went with a couple other guys. I mean, I think Aaron Donald for the best value, especially since I'm saving a little bit of money for other people later on. I feel like Aaron Donald for the value is the best pick. So Aaron Donald, $3 is where I'm going to go on defensive tackle. On defensive end, I'm going to actually go for the big bucks here and get one of the greatest pass rushers to ever play the game. Probably top 5 player of all time. Reggie White is going to be my next choice. I'm going to spend $5 on him and pick up Reggie White. So I've got Aaron Donald and Reggie White rushing the passer on this defense. That is just unbelievable. Reggie White, if you guys don't know, is like I said, one of the top 5 players of all time, regardless of position. He is a freak of nature. It was really between him and Lawrence Taylor for who I was going to spend the $5 on. And I chose Reggie White because there's a linebacker that we will get to in a second that I feel like could be better value for the pick. So speaking of that, linebacker, I'm going to go with Ray Lewis for $3. Now, some of you may be saying, Juice, why'd you choose Ray Lewis when you got Dick Butkus or Jack Lambert or Lawrence Taylor, obviously, on this list as well? And I'm all I can say to that is I feel like Ray Lewis would fit this team a little bit better because Lawrence Taylor is more of a pass rushing linebacker. Obviously, he can play in coverage too. He's one of the best of all time. But Ray Lewis, yes, he's a very good pass rusher, but not a lot of people know that Ray Lewis was a really good coverage guy in his prime. So when we have Aaron Donald and Reggie White rushing the passer, we don't necessarily need your Mike linebacker to rush the passer as well. You need him to play in coverage, get the middle of the field locked down, and get everybody set. And Ray Lewis is one of the best Mike linebackers of all time. So Ray Lewis is going to be my pick for $3. That gives me $11 spent, which means we can only go one more spot for defensive back, and that's going to be Charles Woodson for $1, spending all 12 of my dollars on this team. Charles Woodson, to me, is one of the best corners / free safeties of my generation, maybe even like top 3, top 5 at the worst. And he doesn't get a lot of love. Not a lot of people think of Charles Woodson when you think great corners / safeties. And I do. I think Charles Woodson is one of the best. I love Charles Woodson. Obviously, I could have moved some money around on other positions to get a guy like Rod Woodson or maybe Ronnie Lott or Deion Sanders, who some argue, and I would even argue, that are better than Charles Woodson. But for the value at $1, Charles Woodson's a really good player, one of the best all time, and he would fit this team really well because you've got two dominant pass rushers. You've got a Mike linebacker that can get everybody set, and you've got Charles Woodson who can lock down the secondary no matter what. So I feel like this team that I've put together, these core positions that I've put together on defense, can go up against any offense in the league and be fine. So that's my defensive core of all time for just $12. Let me know what you guys would pick, who you would put together in your different combinations down below. Obviously, my opinion is not written in stone here. I did put together a couple different combinations, like I had Mean Joe Green and Bruce Smith. I had Lawrence Taylor and Deacon Jones on some team. Like, I had different combinations and I was going back and forth, but I felt like the one that I mentioned to you guys is the one that is best suited for this situation. So I think that's the best overall team that I could put together. So let me know down below what you guys think. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you would have some other different people here. Maybe you would have J.J. Watt. Maybe you would have Rod Woodson. Maybe you'd have Warren Sapp. I don't know. Who would you have on your team? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.